This past week, I sat down on the couch and I looked up on the wall, and I have a lot of pieces now that are a reflection of where I am in life. Fragments of everyday moments with my boyfriend, my cats. Painting becomes both expression and preservation. My art doesn't just represent my life. It holds it like a visual diary of emotions, moments, and places shaping my existence. And this is something I had promised myself I'd do when I started painting with meaning. Art as memory is universal. Everyone records their life in some way. And I've always loved saving moments through photography as well. The ordinary turns extraordinary through attention and care. Small domestic details become timeless when painted. A sleeping cat, a lampshade, a familiar object, a view from a window, or a corner of an interior. This piece is titled With Gigi. It's a portrait of belonging and tenderness, expressing a sense of oneness. The feeling that your surroundings, and the natural world are no longer separate entities, but parts of the same continuous flow. The visual softness mirrors the inner peace of a moment shared with our loved ones, in this case my cat. Spending time with animals to me is deeply healing. It invites you to slow down and appreciate the being moment. Painting with purpose made me pay closer attention to details I wouldn't have noticed before. This intention deepened my relationship with my art and with myself. Giving meaning to a painting forces you to reflect on emotions and the passing of time. The red tree outside my window, its leaves still dark but ready to fall. Gigi's small, round plate where she eats her food. A teapot, one of my little rituals since moving here, a way of keeping warm and grounded. The palette of blues and gentle whites creates a feeling of calm and purity, colors that often symbolize peace. And in this case, they also suggest the quiet chill of the season, those cold, gray-skied autumn days that are so characteristic of this time of the year in Ireland. When I look at my older paintings now, they feel like windows into my past self, a young artist using her passion and skills, but still searching for the deeper reason behind art making. The shift from painting as skill or hobby to painting as testimony of living has been gradual, but very profound. It's fascinating to witness this growth through the work produced over the years. There's also a bittersweet feeling in seeing how you've changed, what remains and what has evolved. Even the choice of color or texture can recall the mood of a particular day or feeling. Painting allows you to stay connected to past emotions without being trapped in them. Then there's by the window a similar view, still myself sitting in stillness. The window and blinds open to a glimpse of the garden outside. Now the tree is losing its redness, the leaves beginning to shed, a quiet nod to the passage of time and change. The soft reds and browns infuse the scene with warmth, contrasting with the cooler tones of the previous painting, which captured the chill of this season. There's a gentle tension between stillness and motion, inside and outside, self and environment. It feels like both a self-portrait and a landscape, a moment where myself, my home, and nature merge into one living whole. In these recent paintings, I've continued to capture nature, not in the shape of water anymore, as sea or ocean, but through hedges and trees. These have become such a constant in my days here in Ireland. I've never been so connected to this landscape before. Wherever you look, you find the color green, and it's slowly becoming part of my creations. The blues of the water still dominate, especially in the figures, but part of my heart is now opening to this side of the world. As time passes and life keeps changing, through these works, I'm keeping moments as memory. I imagine one day in the future looking back at them and noticing these glimpses from the past, the emotions, the the quiet details, the presence of those I loved. And my hope is that my paintings might resonate with others who see their own memories reflected in them, or even awaken feelings that go beyond these words and my own interpretation of them.